Right, as you know, we're in Jalandhar, and I was, just before I was flying out, I was contacted by a group called UK Friends of Unique Home, who said that there was a home, like a orphanage type of home, we can say, in India. It was unique in the fact that girls that were abandoned after birth, or child, that were just totally abandoned after birth in India, unwanted child, that they were being looked after by this home and by a lady in charge called Bibi Prakash Kaur, and that it would be a life-changing experience if we went there. So we went there yesterday, and I said, look, if it's a very good cause, and I would love to film it for MATV and to show it and promote it. Went there yesterday, and I took my friend Jad Chima, who was also with me, there. And when I hear the word charity, I'm quite sceptical, because we've all seen it. What happens in the UK? People collecting in the name of shaheeds in 1984, and the money not getting there. People on TV asking for direct debits, and we don't know where the money goes. Money we put into the Gurdwara, and in the end we don't know where it goes. And very sceptical. But when I went there, it truly was a unique, moving experience. What we saw was amazing. I've just had a daughter myself, she's a year old, and we had her after about 8 or 9 years. I can't fathom how people can give up their children under what majburi there must be. But it made me feel grateful that I'm born in the UK, and it made me appreciate the fact. Secondly, it was so moving to hear the stories of these children who had just been abandoned at birth. Some had been left in gutters, some had been left in bins. So a newly born child just dumped in a bin. And there was one story, and we met one girl who was just chucked on the street, and the dog was actually eating her, and they saved her from a dog's mouth. And now she's been at this unique home. We've done the interview, and we'll be showing it on MATV. Usually I would say don't give to anybody unless you've been there yourself. I can vouch for UK Friends of Unique Home, and the best thing about it is it's transparent. If you don't want to give to UK Friends of UK Home, you can actually go to Unique Home, check it out yourself, and give it to them directly. There's transparency there. You get a receipt. You know where your money's going to. Such a brilliant cause and worthwhile, moving cause. We saw kids in cots, 18 months, 12 months old, that have been abandoned. These kids don't know who their mum and dad are. They don't even know their names. They haven't even got religions. They have got names. They're looked after for the other kids, and by Bibi Prakash Kaur and voluntary workers. And I'd like to extend my thanks to Tom, Harry, Rupinder, who actually treated me and said, buddy, go out there and check this out, and this is a cause and what we're doing. They're doing a fundraiser for it as well, later on in the year, and we hope to be there. Of course, I'd love to cover it and help in any way I can. Once you see the footage, there's no way you can go to this place and not be moved. You would have to be a Rakshas insan or a Patthar Dil just not to be moved by this amazing experience. One of the great true causes, certainly. Everyone believes in charity, and we all give, and we all get our money out and wallet out and go to the Gurdwara and all that. But what we should be vigilant about is where our money for charity is going to. We need to make sure that our money that we give for charity is going to the right places. Not that, chal theek hai, assi dete hun ta Rabbi jano je charity beimani karuga sade nal. That's not. Listen, if we were paying our bills, or we were doing something personal, we'd make sure we know where our money goes to. And this is exactly the same thing. We need to make sure where our money goes to. So this was a perfect opportunity for me to check it out, and I can vouch for it 100%, hand on heart, and I can tell you it was proper. And you know how vigilant I am and how sceptical I am about these things, but it really is a great cause. And I'd just like to congratulate the people from UK, America, and Canada, Australia, who are supporting this cause, and people have brought it to the attention. They're building a new building now. It's going to be opening next year, and it will house over 120 kids. These kids who are unwanted, thrown in the gutter by their parents, have now gone on to get an education at the top schools. They've got a life. They want to plough back into their cause, and it's just amazing. The child we spoke to, she'd been there since birth. She's now 20 years old, and she spoke to us in perfect English. What it got me was the people, like our cousins and all that, and I include my relatives in all that, in that as well. who we finance in the bend and send money to, they've got parents, they've got a cushy life, they can hardly speak English, and we're telling them all the time, learn English, learn English, learn English. These kids were abandoned, didn't have parents, have got no money, no backing. They've gone on to make a life out of themselves. And this girl, she said she wants to sit her IAS exams and become a DC. And you know, there's no reason why she couldn't do that. That just goes to show you that if you stay in India and you get supported, you get the right support, and you've got the determination, you can do what you want. You know, leaving your country and legging it is an easy way out. That's not an option. You're only going to be successful if you've got skills to survive. Otherwise, you grab a shovel and you'll be doing what everyone else is doing. So it's just amazing and inspiring to see these kids, and it was heartbreaking to see kids my age and my daughter's age just in a cot abandoned, no parents. But when we went there, all the kids were happy, they greeted us. It wasn't a setup, you can know, it's not a Slumdog Millionaire type setup where you know these kids are set up and to come up to you and hug you. Kids were coming up and hugging us. It was just so loving, and all they seemed to want is that they were living in a loving atmosphere and environment. We should all support the cause, watch the footage that I brought, so you can watch it yourself and see it all for yourself. It's not something we're hiding from you or anything, and it's not something I'm getting anything out of. I haven't been paid a penny for this, and nor I never get paid a penny for anything, but I haven't been paid a penny for all these programs that we do, and we're not getting paid anything for our services. We just hired our own film crew out. I haven't got a massive film crew or studios in India like the other TV channels and all that. We just hired a cameraman at our own expense, went down there, filmed it, spent a day doing it out of our time, and but I can tell you, I got back 100 times more than what I would have thought I'd lost on this. But amazing, absolutely amazing cause. And not only am I saying that, but I took Jag Chima along as well, who's unrelated to that. I just said, look, I'm going to show you something, and he said, tell her the card. And so we went there, and you'll see his views and his video on it as well.